Hello everyone and welcome to this FreshBooks accounting tutorial where we'll be showing you how to use FreshBooks for beginners. FreshBooks is an invoicing and accounting software designed for small businesses. It offers features such as invoicing, billing and payment, expense tracking, and accounting tools. FreshBooks is highly rated by customers and experts on platforms like PCMac.com, G2.com, and Capter.com, and it's designed to help users save time and money. So right away, we'll be getting into the process of showing you how to use it. At the top right corner of our screen, once you get to the website, you can see Try It for Free. Click on it, and we'll be taken to this registration page. You can put in your email and a new password to try it for free, or you can use the alternative to use Sign Up with Google or with Apple. We're going to be choosing Sign Up with Google, but we'll be confirming the checkbox for the Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. And then, of course, we can go ahead and click on Sign Up with Google. When you do this, you'll be taken to this page where you'll need to choose which Google account you'd like to use. After selecting it, you'll need to confirm by clicking on Continue. And then we find ourselves on this page. You'll need to fill in your first name, last name, where you are located, your phone number, and how did you hear about us. Now, of course, this is optional, but of course you want to choose social media such as YouTube. Now we're going to fill in our phone number in order to continue. So now that we have everything filled in, we can click on Next. Now on this page, we have some more information to fill in, such as your company's name, what your company does, and to describe your company, how long does it take to complete your services, what you currently use to bill your customers, and basically all this information is to help FreshBooks organize your dashboard according to your specific needs. So we're going to go ahead and fill all the details. And now that we've filled out everything, we can click on Save and Finish. Awesome. So right now we're currently on our dashboard and we've been able to create our FreshBooks account. Awesome, right? So here you have your first page and already you can see that it's divided into two main parts. You have your left side panel where you have the different functions which we'll be getting into, and then you have the main screen, and this shows you details of whatever you be selecting right here. As you can see, we're currently under dashboard, and that's why you have dashboard right here. Of course, if you want to add a team member, you just simply need to click on this and you'll be able to add a first name, last name, and email, and then click on add in order to add one. And then you have the create new option. When you click on the drop down, you can create new client, retainer, invoice, recurring template, order income, expense, estimate, proposal, credit, bill, or vendor. Now, these are options that will definitely come in handy when it comes to your accounting goals for your business. Of course, we have the name of the company right here at the top left corner, B-Speed, and this is the owner. And of course, you could add another business if you have more than one. And then on the left side, as we explained before, these are different functions here on FreshBooks, which when you click on it, you will see more details. But before we click on the clients, you can scroll down to see more information such as outstanding invoices, revenue and expenses, total profit, revenue streams, spending, and all these are accounting related documents which are very important. And say you're going over to clients, here you can actually add a new client in case you have a new business, which is good news for any business. So imagine you have a new client and you want to document that client using FreshBooks. All you need to do is to click on new client, and here you're going to put in some information for the client, such as first and last name, company name, email address, and phone number. Let's go ahead and do just that. Great, as you can see, we've been able to fill in our first client with the appropriate details. And of course, you could add a business phone, a mobile number, or an address. This is up to you. Then you have client settings, send reminders, charge late fees, currency and language, and invoice attachments. So for example, if you're requiring payments at a certain time in the month or after a deal, you can charge late fees if that's something that is agreed upon. So you can click on this. And then you can see here automatically add late fees to this client overdue invoices. We could check that. And then you have percentage of invoice value. We can say 5%. And then we could have a duration 30 days after the due date. And we can say done right here. So this is currently changed to yes. So this helps you greatly to automate how your invoice is going to look like per client basis, right? So then we have send reminders, but of course we could do that later. We just want to show you how you can create a new client and the functions of these other areas. Click on save and you have the client saved. And this is where your new client is located, recently active. And then when you look at all clients, you can see Finn Group and the owner is Jeremy Noah. You also have sent emails for correspondence. And then back here, you can see make a billing breeze with client info at your fingertips. These are more details right here. But of course, this is something you can explore on your own. Now, when we go over to invoices, on the left side panel, we can click on it. It's actually a drop down which you could use. You have recurring template or retainers. So because we clicked on it, you can see new invoice from me or to me. Now, of course, if you've provided services for another company, you can have your invoices from me, right? That's from you. And then of course you could click on new invoice. And this is how the invoice looks like. You have where you can actually put your company's logo to make it more professional. And then you could also see your company name and phone number and business information, bill to. And when you click on this, it's going to give you a list of all your clients. And that's why it was important to show you how to add a new client here on FreshBooks. So you can see, for example, let's say we're providing an invoice to Jeremy Noah from the Bluefin Group. And you can see the date of issue, due date, and this is very important if you're charging a lateness fee. And if this date is passed by 30 days, as you can see right here on the bottom of our screen, based on what we selected, they will be charged 5%. Now here you have your invoice number, which is very important to keep track of your invoices. You have your reference, and of course you have the amount due. Now the amount due would be dependent on all the details of your invoice. So of course, here in the description, you get to enter the item name and enter the item description. So you can say job 1. So we're just giving a random description here. So the first job, let's assume it was logistics for onboarding. Then you could put the rate here, going to give it $150. So if we were giving a scenario where we were actually handling logistics for the onboarding of new employees in the Bluefin Group, and we were to handle about 5 new workers, right? So we have $150 per one, and the quantity is 5. As you can see, this automatically summarizes it for you and makes things pretty easy. And then at the bottom right here, you can see the subtotal, the total amount, and the amount paid, of course, which is 0. And then you could add some more notes right here. Of course, if you have attachments, you can add attachments to your invoice. And then on the right side, you have some other settings. Accept online payments. It's currently set to no, but if you click on it to change it to yes, you'll need to add and set up your credit card details in order to receive payments. The details are up to you, and this is something you can fill on your own. You can click on save for now, and you can see invoice number 1 is saved. Of course, we're not done with it. We just wanted to show you more. And when we click on it, we can go back to the editing page, click on edit. And here you could also customize the invoice style, such as changing the template, changing the color or font. And this is important if you have a brand guideline, right? So if you click on change invoice style, this would really help to customize your invoice rather than looking white and bland. Of course, you have a Bluefin Group. These are settings that we had before, and you can see that they've been followed through because we selected Jeremy Noah, which is the current company we're billing. And then when you're done, you could click on save, of course, or you can click on send to. Then automatically you have Bluefin Group. And why is this? This is because we had billed to Jeremy Noah, Bluefin Group. So this automatically selects Bluefin Group, and then you have your subject line, and then you have your details right here. You can share the link or send the invoice directly, and Bluefin Group will receive it promptly. As you can see, we've been able to show you how you can use FreshBooks as a beginner. Getting used to how you can create invoices are quite crucial if you're running a company and providing services. You need a proper system where you can track your payments and invoices. So you have payments here, and this is where you can track and manage all your invoice payments. You have expenses, projects, time tracking, payroll, and accounting. Now, when we click on expenses, you can see bills, vendors, and uploads. The expenses tab is basically helping you to manage your expenses, keep track of your spending, and organize everything when it comes to that. Now you have new expense right here, and there are more actions which you can of course click from a drop down, such as importing expenses from a file or exporting expense receipts as part of a job you're doing for someone else. Now, of course, you can click on new expense if you'd like to have an expense record created and you have manually create or upload a receipt. So if you incurred some expenses while making some purchases, you can upload the receipt and this will be a proof of expense. However, if you don't have that, you can use the manually create. And here you have your new expense document where you can add the category, the date, add the merchant, the description, and also you can add an image of what you may have bought or the service details. You can assign to a client, as we mentioned before, as part of an ongoing business dealing with another client. Make it recurring, and you of course can add the currency if it's local or if it's international, after which you can click on save. Under accounting, you can actually add your bank account, and this is important if you're to receive your payments properly and keep it under a good repute. Now you have bank reconciliation where you can actually add your bank account, and here you have your accounting reports and everything related to accounting that will help you keep a comprehensive account book for your company. We hope at this point for you as a beginner, you're used to FreshBooks to a good degree to help you get started. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.